we're gonna check out this spot called Miyaji because they're famous for their dal. Then we're gonna go to Gujranwala, which is about 4 hours away, and they're famous for their barbecue.
So dal is just the Urdu word for legumes. In this context, it's lentils and split chickpeas. Growing up, I hated dal because my mom would make it so much. It's also a quick dish to make, so I guess that's why. But now that I'm older, I've learned to love it.
They're adding chicken, which I've never seen before inside of a dal. So they actually grind up chicken and they add that to the dal as well. And they're also making their own naan here, which is nice to see because a lot of the times in Canada, not every restaurant has a tandoor, but over here, everyone seems to have one, which is nice. So it's always going to be some nice naan alongside your food. I want to see why this place is so hyped. I don't know if it's overhyped or not, but let's see if the dal is really that good.
And the dal is basically pressure cooked with chicken, green Thai chili peppers, ginger garlic paste, turmeric, cumin, and chili powder. After it's cooked, a mixture of clarified butter and fried onions get poured on top and mixed in. And that's pretty much it. This is the end product you eat with naan or roti.
Alright, so the dal itself is super loose. It isn't as thick as the ones we make at home. It's good, but it's not blowing me away. Maybe it's overhyped, I don't know. Like my mom's dal it might be better, I don't know, but I'm not even trying to be biased when I say that. I'm saying like, it is good dal. 7.4 out of 10 is good, but it isn't blowing my mind. Then we got some sweet lassi to wash it down. Yeah, the lassi is good, but the one at Moon Restaurant was better. Oh, that sweet one, right?
While offering prayer,
You were thinking about the lassi?
I was thinking, honestly, I was thinking about
it. Was so good.
Next up, we're going to a city called Gujranwala because the end destination is Lahore, so we gotta eat along the way. And apparently this place is also called the City of Wrestlers because a lot of people coming out of here are just bred to be wrestlers. They're big, they're brawly, and they train in what's called Pehlwani wrestling. And because of this, Gujranwala is also known for its food because if you're wrestling, then you gotta eat since you're training for hours on end and your body needs replenishing. So let's see what these wrestlers are eating.
Alright, so we're trying two special dishes here. Number one is going to be quail. Number two is going to be bone marrow. And they're both going to be grilled on the charcoal. They won't share the recipe because it's a big secret here. And they won't share what type of masala is going into it. And it's so funny, they even got wrestling playing on TV. The quail itself is just really small. There's not too much meat on it. Like you gotta nibble all around the bones for the quail. And then we got the tiny little thighs as well. It tastes quite similar to chicken. I'm assuming there's definitely some sort of chili powder in here because I feel the heat. It's also very crispy. It's not really like a juicy piece of chicken. It's more so really crispy. Yeah, the breast definitely has more meat. It's good. It just honestly tastes like a really crispy piece of chicken. All right, let's see the nalli. So the bone marrow itself is being surrounded by some meat. And let's see if I can suck out some of the bone marrow. My favorite part. You can't go wrong with bone marrow. All you have to do is make sure it's cooked and it's melted and it's fine. I'm not sure what the meat is around the bone marrow, but it's good. It's super tender.
It's mutton.
Okay, so the meat around the bone marrow is just mutton. If I had to pick one or the other, I would definitely go with the nalli, the bone marrow. The quail is good. It's just a small piece of chicken. All right, so that was a nice pit stop. We're about an hour and a half away from Lahore, so super tired as well. We're just going to go there straight to the hotel and we'll start our food journey tomorrow morning.